Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone, to StevieMillPlays. Let me know if I'm coming in loud and clear. I'm Stevie Mill. We're back again on Monday nights, and I hope everyone had a good holiday. Stayed out of the rain today. But we're back with a little slide up.
Oh.
No, don't do it.
No.
Back with a little D&D. We've got some. We've got a relaxing and probably a bit of fishing probably going to happen this afternoon. If you didn't catch it, make sure you go to the YouTube channel StevieMillPlays, or go back on Twitch and check out the last literal month where they've been trolling through a dungeon. After more than a couple of weeks, they found themselves burst out on a sandy beach. The crystalline waters out in front of you, and the ocean, vast and churning. But before that, I am Stevie Mill. This is StevieMillPlays, where we are playing a little D&D, but it's more of that progressive D6 combat style. So if you're not familiar with it, I think you'll see that it's pretty fun. And for those of you who are familiar with it, we roll sixes around here. Roll the game. So we'll take a moment to do a brief introductions, and yeah, our avian Monk Irving is literally at the beach right now in real life. So I hope he definitely had a good holiday. Can't wait to hear about it. Maybe he did some fishing out there while he was out there. So gonna have to ask him and see. But I am Stevie Mill, humble game master, and we'll start the introductions over here.
My name's Levi. I'm playing the Khajiit rogue, known as Sprinkles. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do some fishing today. Maybe head to town. I'm not sure yet.
I'm Nehemiah. I'm playing Slippy. He's a slime bard. We're gonna be singing, fishing, and some shenanigans. We'll also be out dishing.
Nice. I'm Spurge. I'm the Namekian Dark Mage, known as Drunk. We gotta get some fishing done, but before that, I need a tailor like SpongeBob.
So you ripped your pants.
I might have. I really did. I definitely burned some stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic. Going through the dungeon, and then the battle board, of course, as well. That you got to encounter and beat in the last session. So after traveling all that way through the dungeon for the majority of the day, when you finally did pop out a couple 100 feet above where the dungeon was lying, you seem to magically spring out of that strange stone angelic looking fountain. It's it was only about 5 feet tall in the sand, but as you suddenly feel reality shift around you as you find yourselves all of a sudden on that beach, stretching out in every direction. You see in the mountains behind you, maybe only a couple 100 yards before they start rising up into high craggy peaks behind you. But it's just, we'll say it's late day. The sun is way off on the horizon, about ready to make its descent into dusk. But you can still hear the waves crashing against the beaches out in front of you, and you can hear the occasional bird squawking overhead. We've got them out the window in stereo tonight. And
they're filling in for Irving.
And so the first thing that Egan does, as soon as he realizes that he's not in the dungeon anymore, that suddenly you guys are appeared out on this beach, as he just falls on his back into the sand, letting out a heavy breath, exhausted.
I'm gonna start playing The Approach. It's essentially becoming like a signature song. I just feel like playing it wherever you show up somewhere.
Two. Hitting the strings with the lyre, you You thrum a thrum, 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 thrum. Egan just looks looking straight up at the sky, and there's hardly a cloud in the sky. With it, again, it's a little dark off the mountains behind you as the sun is beginning to set. He's just looking up, and he goes to reach for whatever instrument that he has, the flute.
He has that whistle.
But the whistle. Then he's just like, and he actually it seems like he might fall asleep right there in the sand where he's lying.
Possibly. He's not full health. He's a little hurt.
It's just 1 HP.
So, it was it was a pretty exhausting dungeon even for him. Was he level 1 when he went in there?
He was.
I think he was. He was pretty low.
Level 2 when we went in the dungeon, and then he got to level 3 when we got out. He also gained a class.
Oh, he did.
He's now the Zupindus LLC Squire.
Egan the Goblin Squire. I mean, it's got a right to it.
That boy's on fire.
And so he looks like he may just fall asleep as the rest of you are looking out over the sandy beach, stretching off to the right and the left, and of course, the crashing ocean out in front of you.
Seems like a good spot to set up.
Yeah, I think we should do some night game fishing. Because I'm low on AP and health anyway. I feel like we should get to a place and rest and do some night fishing. Night game fishing.
Oh, we can rest here.
Well, that
Can I
works
do some?
too.
Can I immediately just start fishing?
I mean, that works too.
Just catch it. Let's do at least one round.
You want to catch regular
maybe-
fish?
Yeah.
You want to catch regular fish before you
I want
catch?
to jump in and start off with fishing.
I like that, yeah.
Just roll some dice, really.
So-
Hey, yo.
So there's
Hey,
so as leaving Egan half buried in the sand now, seeming to snore lightly. The three of you start trotting down the sandy beach.
I'll stay with you. You won't want to get kidnapped or some bird pick him up.
Oh.
As the two of you walk down the semi-sloping sands to the crashing waves, and the waters out here in the ocean are somewhat churny. Again, it's hard, heavy waves rushing up the sand. As you walk up to the edge of the water, you can as far as items, what are you fishing with?
I'll use my ocean rod.
Oh, I will give the
D10.
my sea tent and the cypress rods. I'll let Slippy have to set up while we fish.
Okay.
Dude, good call.
You want to roll or set it up?
Yeah. Roll d6.
You and Egan could roll and work together.
Boy, sweet.
Oh yeah.
He passed out.
Got me a 5.
That boy asleep.
Yeah, as you're working there in the sand to stretch the canopy out over across it, better here than over the slanting bit of craggy sand up there ahead, and behind you it just sort of levels out and gets to that hard dirt before it slopes up into the mountain in front of it. So it's a good spot as you lay the canopy out and start putting up poles, and you have to drag him inside.
I got another dragon inside.
Oh, you can, yeah. Anything else? I was just. Well, with a 1, he's gonna sit out there while you finish making it. So then it's Sprinkles and Drum. Your clothes are still dampened spots from being in the lower depths of the dungeon, and you definitely smell and reek like sewage from when you had fallen into it and had to wade through it, and so
I'm gonna wade out into the water a little bit while I fish to get some of the muck off.
I'm gonna do that too.
Nice. So yeah, it's
Polluters, I see.
it's cold, of course. The ocean brine of those waves sort of splashing past you as you wade up waist deep into the ocean. The sand here, looser, swallowing up your feet a little bit as you stand there for a moment, letting the cold, chilly ocean water wash over your waist. It's it is pretty invigorating because you did get knocked around a bit in the dungeon, and you fought that you fought the battleboard boss as well, and so you were dodging spears and leaping over flaming spaces, or getting hit by them, or running around the room while you were evading and fighting. So exhausting to say the least. So you wade out into the water, fishing rods out, cast over your head like you're gonna cast. It was an ocean rod.
Yeah, it's a D10.
Well, you're in the ocean, right?
Yeah, it's a D12.
Yeah, a D12.
Okay.
6. Nice. Roll for distance. A 3. All right. Yeah. You have any skills? You have any skills that you want to use? I feel like you do.
I'm gonna use my. Do I just have get the harpoon? Where's that the other character?
I don't think it's this character.
Alright, well.
As you cast the line out into the ocean, the line sits out there for a couple minutes before you then feel something surging, almost pulling the rod out of your hand. Let's go. Let's go. You're gonna got battling my 5. I turn into a 5. Fish draws further away, up to 4. A 1 and a 4. Nice. Down to 3. A 5. Let's go. And a 5 to tie. What? A deuce. I can beat that. Let's go. And a tie the deuce. Oh, dang. Another deuce. A 3. I'm down. Fish draws closer as you reel it in. That's down to 2. And it's down to 1. This is for the catch. Okay, on a successful. On a 4, it is a success. Roll again. Nice. As you can see, that is a good-sized fish. Easily 3 feet long and with a wider body as you wade up to your chest in the water, hurling the harpoon down at it. As it floats up to the surface, it's an ocean grouper.
Ocean grouper? Okay.
I'm good for right now.
So, it's your turn if you want to cast out your rod.
I would. Though I'm using a river rod, so I don't know which dice to use.
A river rod would only get you a D10 unless.
I mean, that's fine. Unless.
You can borrow my ocean rod.
Then I'll use that. That's a D12?
Yes.
You got any special lures?
While he's using my
I only
ocean
have
rod,
regular lures, but I want to use those to scam people.
Well,
I'm saving those.
Really, and not to get a plus on your roll right now.
We're
You
gonna
would use
have
it?
plenty of pluses in the future. I have a chiseling hammer. Once we're back at the caravan, I'm gonna make my special Namekian lures and sell them for way, way, way more expensive than they should be. We got to start grifting people. I think we can do it.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, see, he gets it.
Also, I'm going to be bathing while he's using my fishing rod.
That is a 1.
Do I have a reroll shard? Gotta be.
Bathing, you should get the harpoon.
Hey,
That's not
I'm-
distance.
You got to use it before I cast my distance roll. To ride.
Hey, thank you.
Let's go!
I didn't even mean to do that. I knocked it into a 10. Good day. Well, you saw some dark, larger fish pretty close at this part of the shoals as you were reeling the line and trying to catch up with them. One of them seemed to have taken the bait, but as soon as it grabs the line instantly, you hear, and your feet get pulled up out of the sand below the ocean as you're surged forward a foot or two by how large the fish is.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I roll a D8 for distance on that. Well, I had already rolled a 2, but we'll say as you try desperately to get your footing and to reel the line in, it's going to you already see a black inky spot welling up in the water up there from where you're trying to reel it in. Let's go ahead.
I need some clarification. I have a fishing skill called Heave. It says first 6 plus 1. Does that mean the first time I roll a 6 is a dirty 7, or the first 6 I roll gets a plus 1?
Yeah, the first 6 you get takes an extra 1 off my distance.
Oh, okay, cool.
2 and a 1.
Well, you won't have to worry about that.
It draws out to 3. A 1 and a 1. Oh
my
man.
goodness, what is happening?
A 3. And a 3. The ties. A 3. Hey, a 6. That takes
Alright.
1 off of it down to 2, and then 1 off of it down to 1 for the heave, and you can roll the bonus. This is for the catch.
Oh, was
4.
that 1? Can you use harpoon?
He's bathing.
He.
Yes, sir, yeah. Okay. He says he's bait.
Ooh, get the harpoon. Fails. Oh, but he gets the catch with a 5. Yeah, from out of the black inky part of the ocean, it's definitely it's like an octopus, but it's smaller. Like you could scoop it up in your arms.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll call it a sinking octopus.
Oh, nice. Dang.
So it only takes you a couple minutes to get the tent, set up, with the sloping up a piece in the middle, braced up from the sides. It's easily 8 feet by like 12 feet as far as how big, how spacious you were able to set it up.
I'm gonna make another attempt to drag Egan in.
A 5. Nice. So yeah, you grab him up under his arms and slide him into the opening of the canopy. As soon as you set him over there against this corner where the corner comes up, he just seems to roll over, sticking his thumb in his mouth.
I'm then gonna step outside the canopy and peer out amongst the beach, look for trees.
So you look, which would be west, left down the beach. As far as you can see down there, it's just crashing waves, tan, yellowish sand. You don't really see anything other than that. Turning off in this direction, looking east to the right, and craning your eyes to try to see. It is pretty similar in that it's all just sand stretching out ahead, with the waves crashing against the side, and the mountains sloping up here against your view on this far side. Though you do see there's a spot up there maybe where it gets really rocky, almost as if the beach kind of stops or wraps around to a part where you can't really see because it's so far ahead.
I'll draw an arrow in the sand to show that's where I'm going. I just start walking in that, or hobbling in that direction.
So tracing, making an arrow. Just take off this way. Roll a speed roll. That is a 1. Well, then you are sauntering. Taking a moment to take in the nice afternoon, the fresh air from being outside in the light of day.
I'll take a drink from my water skin too.
Oh, nice. It's a good idea, especially if your character hasn't done that in a couple of sessions. It's been hours and hours since they've drank any water. Yeah. Don't drink the seawater though. That's not really. I wouldn't advise that. But you can. But if you have the water skins, yeah, of course. Tipping the water skin up and drinking it back as you're enjoying. The sandy beach stretched out in front of you. The occasional small stone, seashell here and there. A little tiny skittering crab nestling in the sand. You're just and the sun, as of right now, it's just reaching the point to where the bottom of the sun is right off against the very tippy top of the ocean's horizon. So you just enjoying the beach, just walking as if you didn't have a care in the world. You want to play a tune?
I'll eat a serving of bristle boar meat, and then I'll play the tune afterwards. Do I get any heals off that?
I think if it was just regularly cooked, no. When you guys cook it with like the sprigs and all the herbs and stuff, that's when it gains. You get some effects.
And for my tune,
A
That's
6. Nice.
Oh, wait, that was
Indeed. So, thrumming something upbeat and fast, you know, thrum, 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 to keep your feet moving along in motion. You're just marching down the beach towards that rocky stretch where it reaches the water, way up ahead. Egan, sleeping peacefully, and we'll say that Irving is sleeping in there too, right? Because he's resting. And so, you know, he's having a dream. He's dreaming that he's dreaming that he's in that painting piece that you guys had ripped off the wall down there. It's almost like he in the dream he was looking at it, and then it zoomed in, and before his vision zoomed out again, before he realized that he was standing there, able to see everything. Crisp nature and grassy fields around him. The village of Rekapug, you can call it that, the rustic little village sitting right off here on his left. Squat looking, short villagers out there moving bales of hay around and pushing oxen and building a building over on the corner. They're all busy at work. But he takes a deep breath in and seems to enjoy the sweetness in the air. There's something primordial about it. He exhales, and he was going to turn to go to Rekapa. But then as soon as he does, he freezes, because looking off ahead in the fields off to his west, coming down the sloping glade, is a quartet of warriors. They look battle hardened as well, as if they had just come out of something treacherous through the mountains to arrive here. But each one looking heroic in their own right, a knight perhaps, and a wizard. A haunched over, darkened clad, ninja-esque, character slinking along. And then another strange human monk, you would think, but he's almost got metal pieces over parts of his body, as if he's not quite all man. Because he doesn't get to see, only except for in his dreams, it's all crisp and sharp and vivid, as he's just looking up ahead at them approaching, although they're still, a good 60 yards off. And then, he gets the incredible sense that there's something weighing down on him. Looking up, he expects to see something, but it's just the sky. But then there's that one moment where a shimmery hue of rainbow just shing over the whole sky itself for just a brief moment. So as he rolls over in his sleep, clutching that canvas piece to him while he's sleeping, comes back around to Sprinkles and Drum's turn, because they just caught a couple of fish wading out waist deep in the ocean.
You know the plot too. I'll cast again.
cast it again.
That is a 1. What do you do? I'm not going to battle it this time. I'm going to roll it over that direction, and we'll see. Distance is a 2. All right. Three. Oh, a 1. Drawing further away. It's at a 3. 5. And a 6. Nice. Back down to 2. Roll it again. A 1. And a 6. That is down to 1 and for the catch. When you're 4 or more away in a roll like that, you get 2 instead of 1. So 1's on 4s and 2's on 6s. You get an extra point because it's 4 away. So as you reel it in, it seems like it's a heavy, muddy clump of seaweed mixed up with like a hunk of rock or something that's all caught up in the line as you reel it in. Roll a d12.
Alright. You use that to make some sushi.
A 2. Unfortunately, as you break apart the heavy clump of seaweed and the loose bit of sand and rock tumbles out, you didn't notice anything valuable in there. Though you do have several large clumps of seaweed.
I have a lot of seaweed already. Okay, I'll take it.
You're not gonna release it for experience.
Oh, can I release it for experience? Yeah. Can I release the catch? I still caught it.
You're gonna throw back the seaweed. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna release it back into its environment.
All right. So if you release it, then you gain 1 experience instead.
Dude, let's go. I will take that over more seaweed.
Watching comically as he, excitedly reels in a heavy clump of seaweed. You're taking the ocean rod. You're like, let me show you how it's done.
Oh, don't set me up like that.
You got it.
A 9. That means roll a d8 for distance.
Don't.
A 1 on my d8. Are you serious?
Get the harpoon.
Oh, shit.
What?
Get the
Oh, misses with the harpoon. This is for the catch. Ooh, it draws back out to distance 2. A 1 and a 5. Oh, that's 4 away. So a distance 1, and that's for the catch.
Nice.
To reel this in, it seems like it's incredibly heavy. As you reel it closer and closer, you see that it's a clam, though it's you would call it a giant ocean clam. It's the size of a dinner plate.
Oh, wow.
Easy catches. We'll cast that line again.
Yes.
They're making the fishing look easy right now. It's a 4. They haven't had a tough one yet. Roll a d4 for distance. Distance 3. Nice. And it seems like the fish are particularly catching out here in this part of the ocean, as if it doesn't get fished that often. The line only has to sit out for a couple of minutes before you feel something tentatively tug or bite on the line. Dueling 6s, let's go! Well, your bonus?
Oh, second 6. Ooh.
So I'll give you the win on that one. As you draw it into 2. A 1. And a 3. The fish draws closer. It's down to 1. It's within catching distance.
Oh.
Oh, get the harpoon! Doesn't succeed. Oh, but you get the catch with a 3 on a 1.
You jinxed him.
Dang. Tippet fell over. Nice. So,
Oh.
leaning back, you reel the whole line curving
We're
from the
gonna get
force.
some heavier
So you
moves.
finish reeling it in. This is a nice, you can call it a, we'll call it a deep sea trout.
Deep sea trout.
Nice.
That was on 4. Nice. So the fish are biting right now, it seems. 9. Let's go. Roll a d8 for distance. Come on. 5 for distance. Shh. Yes, indeed. Oh, 5 and... Fish opens with a 3. Oh, and you hit a 1. The distance moves up to 6.
Okay.
A 6. Distance moves up to 7. A tying 1s. A 6. Tied 6s. Rolled again. Wow, tying 2s.
That
What's
was
up?
weird.
What's up?
Oh, did my 6 get a heave?
Oh, you didn't.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't win on the 6.
Oh, that's right.
4 and a 3 goes up to 7. I'm sorry, it goes up to 8. Wow. Another 6. It goes up to 9.
Oh, man.
That's
you were
just-
just saying it
As
was...
oh, I got a 1
Oh.
and a 5. That's
All
2
right.
away. That takes it down to 7. A 3 and a 1. It goes back up to 8. 4 and a 4 to tie. We're going into the 10th turn. A 6 on a 5. That's -1 and minus another one for the heave. Down to 6. Hits another bonus. Taking out a 5. Almost for the catch. Tying 5s.
Bro.
I got a 6. It goes up to 6. We'll say this is turn 10 because I feel like it's been at least 10 turns. No bonus on that. 4 on a 2. It goes back up to 7, but then takes a fatigue point down to 6. 6 again. I go back up to 7.
Good.
This fish will not be caught. A 5. 2. It goes back up to 8. A 6 on a 1, so that takes it down to back down to 7, back down to 6, down to 5.
Oh, dang.
This is for the catch and the 666.
Ooh.
But then it takes a fatigue point, goes down to 4. A 2 on a 5 goes down to 3.
Whoop.
I got a 1.
Poor kid, man.
A 3, I'm down to 2. As the fish draws close enough to catch, it's down to 1.
The harpoon.
Get the harpoons, misses. There's a 3. And a 2 and a 4 for the catch. Let's go.
What a battle.
Wow, what a battle.
It's part of your training. Go home.
Your muscles were straining after, fighting with this fish back and forth. It was way out into the deeper part of the ocean for a couple minutes while you were struggling to get it close enough. But as it draws closer and you finally reel it in enough to see what it was a massive, 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 we'll say it was on a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll say you got a, call it a remora, but we'll call it a, yeah, we'll call it a thunder tuna.
Thunder tuna. That's awesome.
Zeus is chicken of the sea.
But it's so heavy as you try to lift it up out of the water that you almost can't. And you also notice that due to its namesake, the lower bottom of its scales are like a darker yellow. The upper part of its scales are like that normal smooth gray.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Nice. What an interesting round of fishing. As it comes back to Slippy, you've been walking up the beach for a couple turns now, and as you draw closer to what you had seen before, you do notice that it is really where the mountain surges out a little bit from the coastline, and then the rocky pieces that come off of it as the mountain builds down, just pushed out into this part of the ocean. You're sure there's sand and beach on the other side, but it's almost like you'd have to either wade around or just climb over and clamber over this rocky section as it breaks right into the water itself.
I'll attempt to climb it.
Roll d6.
Let's go.
Let's go. Rolling 6 is rolled again. So easily binding up, and it's somewhat jagged, somewhat steep pieces of rock. As you bound up to the top of it, and you stop and let out a breath. It does go down in a similar fashion, and the beach does stretch out, and you definitely see now something out there ahead. It looks like broken wood, piles of it, stretched out over the sand, some of it buried by sand in places. And you see further into the water, maybe 30 or 40 feet, just the top part of a mast sticking out. Wet, whatever flag had dangled and almost rotted away from how long it's been in there. But it appears to be a long since wrecked ship.
I'm gonna go searching for treasure.
So as you look down over and it's a good 10 or 12 feet bounding down the rocks there. So you can either use a move or try to just bound it back down it.
I'll attempt to just get down it regularly.
A 1.
Damn it all.
Stumbling, you have to catch yourself. You almost really fell face over feet and went tumbling down end over end. You stopped yourself at the last second. There's that adrenaline that courses through you for that moment too. When you do it, you're like, ooh, you almost misstepped. Turning to your left, you then start kind of going down this slopey side here where it gets to the water, trying to find a way to slope around to where it's not so steep, bounding down to the edge here. But it only takes you a little bit longer to walk around and get back down into the sand. And you have to walk forward about another 100 feet or so before you start to see the first.
I'll draw a little slime that looks sort of like me in the sand, and I'll also have it still pointing that way, like the one I had at the canopy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and you're, and this, you draw it with your foot, Y arc with the face in the middle, right? With an arrow pointing. As you start bounding off in the sand. And yeah, it's only a couple seconds before you start to see the first bits of wood sticking out of the sand, and you can tell where the wind and the erosion has sort of swept up in some of them. It looks like it's working to reclaim them, really. But you do see logs and rotten, splintered pieces of wood stretched out over the sand here, and then the mast sticking out of the water. It's about 30 or 40 feet out is where you're standing now.
How much broken wood is out there? Can I start collecting any small broken pieces? Can I spend a turn?
Yeah, definitely. It's there's some sticking out of the sand. There's some laying half buried in the sand, and there are some here and there that are just laying on the sand. The ones laid out have been sun dried over how long they've been sitting there, to where they're dry, crisp-looking timber shards of wood.
I'll take as much as I can put in my inventory for 3 times.
Nice. You take out your New Jersey-sized backpack. All right, let's get to work. So go ahead for your first turn. Go ahead and roll your d6.
Oh, 6.
Oh, 6. Roll it again.
3.
Nice. So yeah, the first couple that are right nearby you, you're easily able to just pick up and brush out of the sand and put into your inventory. So this first turn, you got, we'll say, 4 wooden ship logs. As you busily continue to collect up wood and put them in your knapsack, it does come back around to Sprinkles and Drum.
Taking one more round. I need to get something better than these 1s and 2s.
Yeah, no, let's do another round.
Alright, here we go.
If
More
I ever say
fishing.
no, I ain't drunk.
A 3.
That's 1 plus.
Dude, it's gradual. If you want to go a few more to hit 7 and 8.
Distance 2. Fish pot. The fish size is 3. Hits a 4, and I hit a 2. It comes down to
Get the
1.
harpoon, bro.
Rolls for get the harpoon and fails with a 1. This is for the catch. A 5. Battled me into a 1 and landed the 1. Let's go. Forcing a tie roll. A 3. And a 6 to catch. Roll the bonus. Bro, did you see the way he sniped? Did you see the way he sniped Okana? Got that on video. Got that video. It made my dice fall just looking at it. So on a 3. Really? Did it fall in my box? It literally just vanished.
You still...
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my extra ones. So with the 3, it seems like this time you caught a thick, and we'll call it a spiny lobster.
If I release it, how much experience would I get?
Still the 1.
Oh. Yeah.
And it's got, its skin is so red from its shell that it's almost like a dark maroon.
Okay.
And it's got large, snapping claws in the fronts, beady eye stalk, and those 2 antler tusks that come out.
Big meaty claws.
It does have big
Like
meaty
Larry
claws.
Lobster.
It does have big meaty claws. It definitely does.
A
Because
lobster
on a 3, the
can be
lobster's
too.
like this long. You just caught.
I eat that.
Look at that. Prime
Let's
seafood. Prime seafood for the cat.
Let's go.
All right. Well, I'll fish it again.
Absolutely.
An 8.
He's got all the...
Distance roll of 6. I hit the 6. Distance starts out 6. Fish size is 8. Start with a 3. And a 4 to reel it down to 5. 1 and a 6. So you get 1 for the point, you get 1 for the heave, and then you get the extra because you were 4 away. So that
Nice.
takes it down to 3, right? Tie 3s. 2.
Well, my roll was... I didn't do my reroll.
Oh, that was your bonus roll. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. A 2. It's fate. Down to 2. Down to 1. Gets the harpoon and misses with the harpoon. This is for the catch. Ties 3s. For the catch, a 4 and a 1. Nice catch. Let's go. So this is a an interesting fish. We'll call it a flying swordfish.
Okay, yeah.
It has the size of a swordfish with that big fin coming off of the back and a long, pointing, protruding snout. Though, as you pull it out of the water, you can already see that it has, its fins on its side that it would use to swim one way or the other are larger, wider. Like if it jumped out of the water high enough, it would maybe flap them to try to coast or float in the air.
Oh, wow. It's like a weapon, but it's alive.
Dangerous fish.
Do you have time to cast it again?
Wilt thou cast it again?
I'm down if you
A 5. Working your way up. That is a 5 for distance. Let's go. Let me use this one this time. A 6. Battles it. Look at him! Look at him knocking out of the
are. A lot
box.
of hatred in that one.
Battles it. Knocks it into a 2 and ties it
Dang,
with a
he put
2.
Tibbet to bed.
A 4. And a 1 goes up to 6. A 1. And a 4. I go back down to 5. A 2 and a 6. Nice. Down to 4, down to 3, and roll it again. A 2. Ties with the 2. A 3 and a 1. I go back up to 4. Ooh, real slide. A 1 and a 6. I go down to 3, down to 2. 2 and a 1. I go back up to 3. What a battle. 2 to a 5 goes back down to 2. The fish draws ever closer. A 6. Couldn't battle it. It goes back up to 3. Took a shot at it. A 3 and a 1. It goes back up to 4.
No.
Oh, it goes up to 5. Has the day's events fatigued you so much that you cannot catch this fish? Will it draw away? A 5 on a 4. Nice. Down to 4. A 6. Battles it. Whoa, the 6 beats the 5. I go back up to 5. 3. Ooh, and a 1. It goes up to 6. I'm going to say that was round... Wow, I feel like that was at least round 8. Say this is round 9. Cannot win. It goes up to 7. Going into round 10. I'm sorry, into round 9. Nice. Takes it back down to 6. Now we're going into round 10. Shh. Goes back up to 7, then takes a fatigue point to go back down to 6. A 6 on a 5. Nice. Down to 5. Roll it again. Oh, a 6. Whoa. Back up to 6. Roll a bonus. No bonus. 2 and a 6. Nice. Down to 6, back down to 5, and roll it again. A 5 and a 5. It ties. A 3 and a 6 goes down to 4 and takes a fatigue point to go down to 3.
6,
Gets a second 6 to take it down to 2 for the catch.
Ooh.
A 4
A 5.
and a 5 to bring it down to 1. Finally,
Harpoon.
gets the harpoon, misses the harpoon for the catch. That's a good catch. What a catch! Wow.
There's some battles going on.
So this fish that you caught is incredibly difficult because as you didn't realize while you were catching it, as you pull it up, you see that it was actually below the sand the whole time while you were trying to reel it in. But as you pull it up out of the sand, it's long, slender, serpentine-like. You have a shifting sand eel.
Shifting sand.
Of course, I'm haunted.
It really did. It sounded a little like, yeah. It was driven by a ghost.
Casper's Calendar.
What a hard-fought catch. Those are the fishing matches we like to see. Now it is your turn. Drum casts the ocean rod out with an 11.
God. You get something.
It means I will roll a D. Yeah, it means I'll roll a D10 for distance. A 2.
Nice.
What in the world? Unreal. Catch it. A 1 on a 3 brings it down to 1 for the catch.
Try again. Let me move that. Yeah.
Misses with the harpoon for the catch. A 4 and a 2. Ooh, catch fails. It goes up to 2. Oh.
Battle it.
I got a 5. Where'd your dice go?
No, there we go. Ooh.
Gonna battle my 5?
I'm
You should battle it. You should battle it.
okay.
Battles it into a 6.
I
It goes-
shouldn't have listened to him.
It goes up to 3. Oh, roll the second 6.
I really shouldn't have
It
listened
was
to him.
bait.
It was bait.
It goes back up to 3 though, and I almost got a triple on you. Dang. 5 on a 2, it goes up to 4.
Oh, goodness.
5 on a 6, down to 3, and then down to 2 on the heave. 5 on a 1, it goes back up to 3. A 4 on a 3, nice, it goes back down to 2. 5 on a 4, it goes back up to 3 as the fish seems 5 down to 2. It seems stuck in this position about 15 feet out away from you. Oh, it comes down to 1. Did you already use it once in this? Yeah, you are, it's once per encounter. Brings it in with a 5 on a 2. What a good catch. Nice. Well, with an 11, I will give you a coral shark.
Oh, nice.
Actually, it's called a jade coral shark.
Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Sweet.
a coral shark is just known for hanging around reefs and corals and eating fish and things like that. But this one's a jade coral shark because due to whatever it eats or whatever it fights out there in this part of the ocean, the tip of its nose and its snout are a dark green, sprinkling up and away, up towards its eyes and into its mouth. Is it jade? And whatever it is, it's like a bright looking green.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So as you're, just catching fish after fish, and you watched him for a while as he was struggling with that fish that he caught, and you watched him hand the rod over to you, his arms hanging around his legs, just weary.
That's him running low on fumes.
So so when you took the rod and caught a shark off the end of it, it was dramatic. It was impressive. And so as you're pulling the fish up out of the water, and you're like, "Wow, what a catch!" It comes back around to Slippy. He's been spending this whole turn, making stacks of wood here. He's gonna put into the bag, ranging out ahead a little bit because there are like longer planks sticking out in some spots too, maybe from a deck or a platform that you see scattered amongst the logs as well. So you were just stacking them up and moving some over to the bag. So for this turn, roll 3d6s. You can roll them all at the same time or one at a time. It's a 2, a 4, and a 2. So you were able to get another 4. Well, I'll say we got you to get 3. I would call them piles or sets of heavy logs, which would be about 2, 4, 6 logs altogether. And you drug back one, piece of wood and planked. And the planks are somewhat fused together by how old the wood is, and you see some rivets or nails embedded in them too. But it's a good, 3 by 4 long, broken off strip of wood planks.
I'll take one of those wood planks and just carry it as a weapon.
Nice. We'll roll d6.
Oh, 1.
So you just rip one of the planks off, and it easily rips away from the rest of the section, and so it is just it's a thin wooden plank.
Alright. And now that I have all those logs in my inventory, I guess I'll start searching the ship.
So turning and bounding down the beach into the water itself, it's cold. right? But refreshing, again, because you've been in the dungeon for literal hours, the whole day before. And so the water is always soothing and always relaxing as you hop in at first and then slowly just swim out over the edge of the water. Doesn't take you long before you get over, you're drifting out for a second or two. Then the mast still sticking out draws closer. And this is wet, damp, rotting wood. And you can see just a little tiny bracket piece of maybe what was a crow's nest sticking out of the water with a heavy drape of cloth over it hanging into the water as well. Soaked and muddy and grimy.
Can I use a predate kick on the base of the mast?
Yeah. 2. Plunging into the water for just a moment, you do kick it, but not lower or near the base, but you just kicked it about a couple feet under the water. It did break, splinter for a moment, and then hang off the last little broken piece. Now the mast piece sort of drooping over, hanging into the water as it's almost completely broken off from the rest of the mast. When you dove into the water, you were able to look below. And again, you're in a shallow part of the shoals out here. You're only about 30 or 40 feet from the shore. So it's definitely enough daylight, and it's definitely deep enough, or shallow enough, I should say, for you to be able to see the slantest bit of the hull of the ship curling up out of the sand, right, as if reaching up out of the water. Though it's submerged a good 20 feet. With the dimming light of the setting sun, there are shadows drifting all over it along the bottom of the water. Bubbles rush out of your mouth as you were running up to do the kick. So you just saw the curling up section of a hull coming out of the sand, a bit of the mast going down the other 13 feet, and a couple of wooden pieces of something jutting out in a long line, as if it had been the deck or the floor of one of the levels.
I'll attempt to use predate dot to check out the cargo hold area. A 2.
So you dive down, going about 3/4 of the way in one single whoosh, bubbles rushing around you as you surge deep into the water. It does get a little darker, but it's still light enough to where you can see everything in pretty good detail. Though, because you're underwater, you have to kind of open your eyes in little squints, right? But peering around in the depths, you're about 6 or 8 feet above the ocean floor here. You can look out in front of you and see, again, the platforming pieces that are sticking out of the sand here right down in front of you. And about 20 feet out in front of you into the sand is where the ship itself comes curling up. The skeletal part of its body really visible in a lot of places, the underplankings, with boards that are rotted and hanging off and falling, just all there in front of you as you're trying to figure out which direction you're going to go next.
I'm gonna attempt to. I'll predate slash the wall in front of me.
Go ahead.
That is 2d4s.
A 2 and a 2. So having to kick a little bit to get down, sweeping until you're just about 2 feet above the bottom of the sand. The force of your momentum causing it to rustle up and stir up below you as you swim towards the exposed hull of that ship. Drawing your weapon out, because you're underwater, it's like that slow motion move where you hit it. And of course, it kicks up sand instantly, welling up in dense clouds around you, and some of the wet boards sort of break and fall away. As you feel your air starting to expire in your lungs, bits and chunks of rock and wood are starting to just drift away on either side of you. And as the silt begins to settle a little bit, you can see for sure that there was something kind of half buried in the wet sand in there. Though if you take one more action to go for it, you're almost out of air. I'll say that.
I'll resurface and then use predate dot again.
Rising up to the top of the water, you psh, and then as soon as you do, you turn, flipping around, diving back in.
Oh, fuck.
Nice. This time you shoot straight down, covering the distance almost instantly, down to really where you were just at. And some of the watering sand is still not settled yet. But as you swoop down to the ocean floor, you look inside where you had tried to break a piece of it away. And you can see amongst the fallen over rotted planks of wood what looked like it would have been like a box or some kind of container. Though again, because of the sitting here in the bottom of the coast for however long it has been, any wooden part of it had long since rotted away. But you see something heavy and black, cloth, sitting inside of a clump of sand, inside of the rotten splinters of the box.
I'm gonna attempt to attack the box and then take whatever's inside.
You roll for an attack. A 6. Well, with a 6, you rush low with your weapon, right? And of course, when that happens, it causes things above it to like break off and drift up and away. You know, globs of dirt, small little rotten chunks of wood, and it was now as it rises up out of the box, because you hit it so hard you splintered the box and knocked it in. It was already rotting wood. What rises up is a cloth bag. You can even see the thin little black bits of tie string on one end as it floats up. And as you just reach out with one hand, it rests, landing right inside your palms. As you clutch it in. For now, it's just it's a cloth satchel. Do you want to go back up to the surface to?
Yeah, I'll resurface now.
So
back to land.
kicking off against the ocean
Actually,
floor, you.
I'll go to the mast that's breaking to open it up while I'm on the mast.
So you had already kicked a good portion of it before, and it was hanging loosely by a broken tiny little piece. If you try to get up on it now,
I understand the risk.
it would surely break. You definitely can. Surging back up out of the water, you. And again, you're right next to the hanging off section of mast as it's sitting only a couple feet out of the water. Looking back, it's about 40 feet back out to the beach. And you're looking down off in the watering distance. You walked far enough ahead to where you can't even see Drum and Sprinkles, but you know which direction they are. So roll d6 to try to hop up on the mast. 6. So you do manage to get up on the top part of it, though it breaks and shatters off instantly. But your body is sort of resting on the piece that it broke off of, hanging out about 10 inches up out of the water. You're balancing on it precariously for a moment as you reach inside your pack and pull out the cloth bag. It's still dripping with seawater. But as you fumble with the sash and you pry it open, oh my, there's jade stones in there. There's a bunch of them.
How many jade stones?
It looks like there's at least 10 smooth jade stones in the bag.
I'm gonna devour one of them.
Pop one in your mouth. So now you have, if you had 10 before, you have 9. So you just flip one up. You could feel it sort of sifting and settling down to your chest, sitting in your body. It seems tough to dissolve. Whatever this is made out of, and it's assumably jade, it seems quite resilient. So you can feel your body straining against it to try to break it up and digest it.
Can I attempt to use predate glutton to try to digest it better?
Go ahead.
Oh, stop it.
Nice. Willing yourself, you shut your eyes for just a moment. Because you strained so hard, you slipped off of that section, the small broken section of mast, back into the water. As soon as the cold washes over you again and you break waves and you start drifting slowly towards the shore, a wave sort of splashes over you for a second. Then you feel that, the jade is...
Bless you.
It's gone. It gave you a predate move.
You ate it.
think I'll save the rest in case anybody wants some jade candy rocks.
Hell yeah.
You can make jade scale armor out of the jade.
So, as opposed to being a certain time of day move, it's just a passive. Predates stone. Gives you a higher resistance against earth-based attacks.
Oh. And I'll stash the other 9 away, and then instead of going to the shore, I'll stay in the water and then attempt to swim back to the beach where our camp was set.
Nice. So turning, you start, kicking and doing a bit of a backstroke. You're head above the water for a second, staring up at the now settling dusk sky. The first bit of stars showing up off over the mountains as you're gliding along the surface of the ocean water. A wave splashing over you and pushing again, and then a wave splashing again. I mean, it's rhythmic, the ocean waves, as they're kind of breaking over you every couple of seconds as you're now swimming as elegantly as you can back up the coastline.
I try to make a tune with the rhythm of the ocean.
You gotta play the music while you're swimming in the water?
Yeah, while I'm like...
I don't know if the stringed instrument will work.
if I can like...
You want to float on your back and try it?
I'll attempt to mold myself into a flotation device. That way the upper part of my body can play the lyre.
Go ahead. Is that a 7? Was that a 1?
That was 1.
Oh, it's a 1. Well, you went to take out a breath to open up and mold expand your body out, but instantly seawater splashes into it. You cough and choke on it, having to roll around and reorient yourself and cough the water out. Whew, didn't work.
I may just have Rebecca help here. I'll use Predate Dart to try to do the dolphin thing, and shoot myself as high up into the air and forward to play the lyre while I'm midair.
Nice. Roll for the predate dart.
Oh, so.
Nice. So with that, you surge under the water 3 or 4 feet, and then sploosh, come out a good 5 or 6 feet. In that moment, sort of sailing in the air, water dripping off you as you're taking out the lyre as quickly as you can. You try to thrum a tune. N.A. Let's go.
Roll it again. Whoa. What that?
Rolling like a legend.
Oh, 2.
2. But that was tune, so you do pick up a song on an 8.
Oh, shit.
Maybe like a discovery too.
We'll call it. Yeah, it is like a surface surprise. It's if you're rising up out of the water, or if your teammates are, you can use it to get a surprise strike and a surprise attack,
Oh.
or initiative. You can call it that. You'll be able to start the turn.
We have guerrilla tactics now.
Hell yeah.
Swamps aren't ready for us.
So as you continue swimming, bounding up out of the water, and when you jumped out of the water to play it, you just thrummed out a like a heavy thrum a thrum 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 a thrum 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 back into the water. To which when you do the surface surprise, I'll say I'll let you play it with your instrument under the water, because it's meant to be like a surprise move as you're coming out of the water. So I'll let you play it low under the water and then boosh.
Can I use it along with Predate song?
Okay, use the song first. And everyone's like, "What is that? Is it a whale song?"
And then just rise and then hear it out of the water.
Man, I was we got so much into it. I wasn't even looking at the chat. I was talking about how they miss fishing. Y'all like fishing a lot, right? It's pretty fun.
Fishing is hype.
fishing is most hype. As you are, swimming back to the section of the coast where they're fishing with your newly acquired treasure in hand. Comes back around to Drum and Sprinkles. Again, you had caught a bunch of fish, and your bodies are weary. You feel like you got a lot of the grime and stuff off your bodies and out of the majority of your clothes. But it's really another point now to where as you're holding the rod in your hand, you're completely exasperated. You're wiped out.
I'm gonna use my lure and cast one last time.
So you pull the rod back. You feel a pain in your shoulder. Your muscles are sore.
I'm gonna try anyway.
Go ahead.
This is gonna be my roll. I'm using a lure too, so it gets +1. Hey, it's a 4. It's half. No.
Casting it out into the water. As soon as it hits the water, instantly something tugs on it out there. But out in the ocean, it seems that everything is just biting so incredibly quickly. So quickly, quick out of the box. With a 2 for distance. You got this. A 3. And a 1, it draws up to 3. A 1. Down to 4, down to 2. Alright, down to a 2. A 6, back up to 3. A 1. And a 5. That's 4 away. Down to 2, down to 1. Get the harpoon. Misses with the harpoon. This is for the catch. A 2. And a 1, it goes back up to 2. A 5 and a 2, it goes back down to 1. This is for the catch again. A 2. And a 4, catches it. As you reel it in, whatever it is, it seems small, compact, but really heavy. As you draw it in closer and closer, it looks like it wasn't moving, as perhaps you had caught debris or something. But then it starts rocking around in the water as you're tiredly pulling on the line, trying to get it out. It seemed to be like a trap of some kind, like maybe a wire trap that's meant to sit along the bottom of the water. But flopping around inside of it is we'll call it a striped flounder.
Keep that trap too.
Yeah, I am.
That would be great on a boat. Is it raining?
Yep, it's raining again. Let's go.
Do you want to close the window so?
I don't think it's raining bad enough to where it's going to get in that way.
Okay.
It's striped what?
Flounder. It's like an oval wire cage.
Oh, it's like a bait trap.
Nice. We'll fish one more time.
One more cast, and I will use one of the lures.
Nice. This will give a +1 to the roll, to the D12. That is a 7 + 1. That is an 8. I will roll a D6 for the distance. Distance 1. I can't believe
Let's
it.
go. Get that
Distance
harpoon.
1.
Get it ready.
Lands the harpoon.
was
Lands
the
the
best
harpoon. Amazing. Amazing. Wow.
Nice.
Sheesh. So you catch, let's see. Yep. Say you catch a Vitesse Marlin. It's Vitesse.
Cool. All right.
Easy as that you're hoisting your harpoon in the water. As you, the two of you are looking at all the fish you caught, drawing back out of that section of the shoreline back up onto the sand. You definitely feel a lot better after being in the water. Even though it was salty and cold, it washed all the sewer and all the stink off of you from being in the dungeon. So as you with your backs turned, go walking up the beach, you do see where the tent was set up up ahead. But then behind you, you hear something in the water. You stop for a moment and you hear a boom, 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 boom. And then sploosh, Slippy comes splashing out of the water, surprising both of you. Like, whoa! You go, psh, out of the water, doing a flip and landing in the sand, like right where the water hits the shoreline.
Welcome back.
I'll tell you, that guy is incredible.
I show him the bag of jade stones I found.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
No, he recovered some kindling and some wood from a wrecked ship as well. But yeah, as he opens up the black cloth pouch, showing you all the treasure, laid within.
You have both of them to each jade stone.
Nice. I'll take you down to 4 and give each of them 2. I'm sorry, I'll take it down to 5 and give each of them 2.
2 jade stones.
Yeah.
I got so much stuff I need to sell.
And I was gonna give 2 to Egan and 2 to Irving. I give 1.
Yeah, go ahead. So now the 3 of you, after examining the smooth, brilliant-looking jade stones he gave you, they're impressive. You head back up the beach towards where the tent is set up at. So ducking down your head to go under it, you can see that it's you see Egan over here just sleeping away up against the corner. No blanket on him, no cover or anything, just laid out asleep. But of course, in your traveler's backpacks, you have small little bedroll you can roll up into a pillow or a strip of cloth that you can use to cover up with, if you wanted to do that. Or you can all just meditate or go to sleep or...
Let's go to sleep and do some night game.
We're gonna attempt to make a fire outside.
Nice. As the 2 of you take off your boots and your cloaks, and start disequipping everything. You've already went back outside the tent, and right here in the sand, you just put down a couple of the heavier pieces of log.
Yeah, I'll use 3 wooden ship log.
Nice.
I would like to meditate into sleep. I'd like to meditate, but purposefully sleep, from doing it,
Yeah. One for the meditate. Oh, 1.
Oh, gosh.
So as you get the wood lined out and you start igniting it, getting a fire started, everyone else is trying to get settled in.
I have 3 more meditations. Can I roll another?
Yes, definitely. A 4. It takes you a couple minutes once you kind of sit down to cross your legs and focus your thoughts. But after a few minutes, you do, and you can then hear, even as you're trying to drown out all the noise and all your senses, the wind coming from the water outside, the crashing of the waves on the sand. You can hear the crackling faintly of a fire. And that's relaxing in itself as you feel yourself drifting off into a meditative slumber, letting your thoughts go where they may. Well, if you're going to sleep, you're going to heal back, but I'll give you 1 AP regenerated.
Oh, cool.
And before you know it, you've got a roaring fire out there about 10 feet from the edge of the canopy tent. So you can, getting up closer to it, you can feel it drying off your armor, drying off your clothes. And now the sun, is about a quarter or halfway set off on the ocean horizon. And so dusk is starting to fully settle on the beach around you. So the fire is warming, casting light out all around you as you're cozied up to it.
I'll let them all sleep and I'll just keep watch. For the entire night.
Dang, I stay up all night?
Mm.
The night owl. So the Khajiit, you've already taken off your boots and your outer armor piece and gloves and everything because everything was damp or wet. So as you stretched out on your blanket roll, looking up at the ceiling of the canopy tent, you feel a deep fatigue over your body, your muscles, still aching, your legs and your calves from all the running and jumping, and it's certainly taking its toll on you as you're lying there feeling a little battered and beaten.
Yeah, I'm tired. Boss.
It's too damn bad.
So thinking of nothing else, but just wanting to relax, you drift off into a calm, peaceful sleep. And after about 20 or 30 minutes or so, you fully warmed and dried in front of the fire. But even as you're kind of sitting there, trying your best to stay awake, it's like that moment where you're like, the stars are out over in the sky ahead of you now, with just the briefest bit of blue and purple off in the distance as the sun is almost set now.
I tend to play a lullaby
Go ahead.
with the hypocritical idea that will keep me awake. A 3.
A 3. You just let out a thrum, 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 and then your head locks forward again as you almost drop your lyre. You're so tired you could fall asleep where you're sitting, though you've been trying your best to keep watch.
I'm going to attempt to play Mary Had a Little Lamb.
A 4. Well, you're not quite sure that you know a song with that particular title.
Mary Had a Little Slong.
Nice. Start plucking some chords. Thrum a thrum, thrum 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 a thrum, thrum. That's a pretty nice little tune. You're like, yeah, I feel like that's I had a little slime. Doing your best to stay awake, though. If you're awake, then you won't be able to sleep to do night games.
Oh, if I can't stay awake, I'll sleep by the tent.
You want to just back up a little bit, leaning up against the outer section of the tent here. The fire's still out in front of you.
I'll also throw one extra log on it.
Oh, nice. It'll keep it up. That'll keep the flame going for a while longer, for sure. So as you get the fire situated and cozy up against the outer edge of the tent. You feel yourself as your head nods down. So asleep almost instantly. And it's a well-deserved sleep. All the ordeals you had gone through had certainly taken their toll on your bodies and on your spirits as well. So in a moment like that, perhaps sleep is one of the best things that you need. And so as you find yourself drifting away into a sleep, your meditative sleep, you can. It's almost like stepping into a warm bath, because it's slow and deliberate as you feel sleep taking over your senses. You have that sense of weightlessness, of no motion, of everything moving around you, but nothing moving at all. Are you floating on your back? Are you still asleep? It's hard to tell. But as the darkness of your sleeping dreams suddenly blobs with purples and springs to life with color, you find yourself staring again amongst a crystalline clear blue sky, stretching off far ahead, off in the distance. It's almost ethereal. You see, are they clouds at your feet, sort of flowing off in every direction, almost as far as you can see. Slippy bounds once and then bounds once again. And you see he's walking next to him, striding confidently. Sprinkles himself. And then on the other side of him, walking along in a straight line of 3, is Drum, looking tall, shoulders back.
Hey, Slime.
He's meditating, so his eyes are actually closed while he's in this dreamlike state.
Welcome back, Argela.
So as the 3 of you are now walking in this dreamlike place, and you can call it either your dreams or the space between dreams, as you feel like your bodies are really here, but in some sense perhaps they're really not. Your thoughts and your memories have a binding sway here, as you get the deep, lingering sensation that the things that happen to your characters here will befall you, in your sleeping self. Because in this realm where dreams meet reality and the lines of what you think is real and what aren't are blurred and often crossed, it does affect your real bodies and it does affect your real characters, because it's night games in all their heavenly glory. So as the 3 of you are walking along, chatting amongst yourselves about Egan and about that wretched dungeon and about not wanting to ever see sand again. Though fishing is great. Shaft of light comes down in front of you, and out from that light steps a familiar figure. He's got longish brown hair, and he's wearing like a dark, heavy leather cloak, and looks like a traveling gear, with a staff kind of tied up over his back, a walking stick. He steps out, and he kind of looks at the three of you and cocks his head and says, "Welcome back."
Welcome back.
It is Stevie Mill, and here in this dreamscape, in this oft unknown place that hardly any in the world can ever tread, you can play night games, you can win fantastic prizes, and become the envy of all who walk the mortal plane. So as Stevie Mill is standing in front of you, he just nods solemnly. He's like, you guys are just unbelievably killing all the bosses that I try to put in front of you. I don't know what to do.
Speaking of, could we run that battle board again?
Oh, a battle board. It is only 9:30. If you guys wanted to, you guys could do a dream battle. A dream battle on the battle board?
There'd only be 3 of us. Yeah.
Well, you're stronger now. Do you want to start with Vedit Ovanen?
Yeah, we are.
Do you want to start with Vedit Ovanen, and then if you win, you can go up to Keeper of the Revanctum?
Can we give Egan a battle board, Billy? Or will he become too powerful at that point?
Well, Egan,
Do you want to put Egan on the battle?
can he participate?
Yeah, you can put
That's
Egan.
a whole class.
You can put Egan on the battle board, though he won't have as much HP. He'll be pretty frail comparative to
If
you
he
guys.
dies on the battle board, does he die for real?
It's a night game, so no.
Can he die in your dreams?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, now we can do an array of different night games, or if you
That's
want
very
to,
good.
if you want to do a battle
Maybe
board.
Egan's first night game too.
Let's do it.
What?
Let's do battle board. I've never done that in a night game.
Yeah.
We
Nice.
get new treasures from the treasure board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll. It'll be a dream battle, so everything will be dreamlike, and it'll be like you're in a dream battle. So yeah, definitely there'll be different treasures, and so we can definitely set up a battle board.
Let's go.
So as Stevie Mill puts his hands out, the clouds all around you, stretching out for forever, sweep away as if the broom of the heavens just brushed them all aside. And then, from a distant point all around you, reality comes crushing in until you're, again, standing back there, standing way back there when you did the battle board the first time against Vedit Ovanen. There on that grassy coastline, overlooking the holding pens with all of the prisoners inside. And Vedit Ovanen, the large, ogre taskmaster, with his cruel-looking whip and his spiked club, glares ominously at you. It's like, there's no way I'm letting you leave this place alive.
I'll beat you once, I'll do it again.
Nice. So what a setup. And so we are going to set up the battle board for Vedit Ovanen. And so we're going to take a brief intermission while we get that set up. Y'all make sure you hydrate, stretch your legs. And we will be right back with a dream battle as they challenge Vedit Ovanen in the night games.
Dream battle.
We'll be right back with the dream battle of the century.
We'll see you.
See you
This
time.
Framalama, Tramalama, Shamma Jamma. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to StevieMillPlays. We've had a good intermission. We got the battle board set up, but it's no ordinary battle board. If you've watched, you've seen them challenge this battle board before, much earlier in the campaign. You know, some of the bosses in this TTRPG show up as boards that they have to circumnavigate and attack him to beat it. They've got HP, they've got attacks, they've got stats. I got his battle card upgraded and enhanced for this special dream battle. For this this battle board battle isn't taking place in the physical realm or the mortal plane. It's taking place in night games, in your dreams. Though you were cast back to that place, you know, in that moment where you saw him just sneering over you, the holding pens off in the distance, you can still see the frightened eyes of the prisoners peering out from between the wooden bars as they watched you challenge the taskmaster. But this time it is a little different, though. You know, instead of Irving being along, in his place is standing Egan, the goblin squire, the NPC that's with the group. He's standing there poised out with a serrated dagger. You know, because he's a squire, you know, he will get moves that, you know, require like the use of a shield. So if at any point you get a shield, you can equip him with it, and he'll get bonuses for having it. It's just part of his class. So as the four of you, I lined you guys up in no particular order, and you can see you can see the battle board here, or you know what the camera will allow you to see. But it is Vedito Vainen, Ogre Taskmaster, and he's got 36 hit points. And so we'll see if y'all can go the distance and see if y'all can go the distance against Vedito Vainen this time. There are some different rules for this dream battle. The first one, of course, that is HP has been jacked up from 25 to 36. Next, the annex space is changed. Every battle board will have one annex space, right? And if you land on it and you get the highest succeeding roll, when the game is over, you would normally be awarded like property, like in the world somewhere, like they give you land with some stuff on it. Of course, because we're in the dream realm and there's really no real estate for you to claim here, I'm instead going to give you an upgrade token, right? If you land on that space. Now, the way the next spaces work is that once you land on it, you have to roll against the saving roll on it. And if you succeed, then you've annexed that space for the game. But another player can come along, and if they land on it and then they beat your roll, your saving roll, then they annex the space. And so by the time the game is over, whoever has annexed that space will win the upgrade token. Now, what that token will allow you to do is you can give it to any NPC of your choice, and it will give them a class change instantly. I know there's items in Fire Emblem that do something similar. Like you just have
King's Crown, or Master Emblem.
you have to find it for a certain class or for someone, and it lets you like upgrade them instantly. So yeah, it's just called it's an upgrade token, and it's just a bronze coin that if you give it to them, they'll boom upgrade to their next tier class.
You're gonna turn Egan into a flurry Egan.
Well, if he's a squire now and you upgrade him, he probably become either a soldier or a knight. A goblin knight. Well, if he
Maybe after that.
if he treads a good path, I suppose it would go that way. But if not, the pharmacy is always open. So also as far as other changes, the treasure space, and there's normally 4 treasures that they can win by landing on the space each time. And so the 4 treasures have been changed. And so they'll be interesting to see if you can land on those treasure spaces before the game is over. Also, the blank spaces have all become ally spaces, right? If 2 of the same players on your team are both on the blank space at the same time, you both heal, either 1 HP or 1 AP. I'll let you choose. And that is the battle board. And the only thing we have to determine now is who is going to start first, or the order that you guys are going to go here.
Guess we're rolling D20 to find out.
You want to roll d20 to find out? Roll an initiative.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, we need one for Egan.
Oh yeah, who's
Battle money.
Egan hits an 11. That's a 20. Good day.
Oh, wow.
A 13. And so the 20 goes first, then the 13, then the 11, and then the 3. So Slippy goes first, and then Drum goes second, and then Egan goes third, and then Slippy goes last. All right, as you start battling with Vedidovanen, he unfurls his whip, and you see him brandishing his spiked club in his hands as he's lurching in towards you, ready to sweep you all away with one fell swing.
Might as well lay down. You're looking like a stepping stone.
Oh no!
A 5.
5. Go ahead. You start on the start space. Goes that way. 1 boss damage. 35. Go ahead. A 3. 1, 2. Boss event club. That is him rolling. Yep. Everyone has to roll a saving roll against his attack to not take the damage. His club swing is a 2.
Oh, nice.
Someone hit my 1. Thank you.
Knocked it into a 3.
Yeah,
The
roll
3.
for Egan.
Oh yeah. I can't roll for Egan on this.
Oh.
2. So everyone who tied the 2, they take the damage, and everyone who succeeded 1. And now it is Egan's turn.
Oh, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 boss damage.
Nice.
Is it 30? Go ahead.
Do we have to wait till next turn to use the ally space thing?
Yeah, it's only when you guys are on a blank space.
Oh.
Not in the same
that's right,
space.
okay.
My star ability says thievery opens a space 2 MP. What does that do?
Nice.
2 AP.
Yes, and so I will pick a random blank space on the map.
Can I do that right now?
Yeah.
Do I roll?
Yeah.
Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. I'll mark it with your. I'll mark it as a spot on the map where you
I'll put a little kitty cat out.
you instantly get a sense that there's something about that space that seems to be something buried within as far as treasure. Well, it's a wombat. So wow, now if you roll a 2, you'll land directly on it. A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boss event whip. You roll against Vedidovanen as he lashes out at you with a whip. If you fail this roll, you get,
It's only me.
yeah, he subtracts. He subtracts the difference 1 from your next roll.
Wow.
Oh. And subtract from next and damage, so you take a damage as well. All right, back around to the beginning of the turn. 6, nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Recovery.
Another 6.
What? Wait, you hit the recovery. Oh, that was for your bonus.
Hmm.
So roll it again. Oh, good day. A 5. So you landed on a recovery space. You're full?
Mm.
Okay. Who goes next, Drum? 2. 1, 2. 1 boss damage. Let's go. Yeah, it should be a 33. This should be a 16. I grabbed the wrong one. 15, 14, 13. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at 33. Go ahead.
Can I use 2 more AP to open another spot?
It's once per map.
Oh. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. What is that?
Treasure.
Yeah, I get to -1 there, don't
You hit a treasure space? Oh, it did get a -1.
Yeah.
You land on a clash space.
Ooh.
Clash with Vedit O'Vanen.
What's this reflexes clash thing I have? Oh, it's for rerolling a 1. Okay.
You win the clash. He takes the damage. Got a 32. Nice. Top of the turn order.
Wait,
Oh, wait, Egan. Wait.
Yeah, Egan needs to go.
Oh, yeah, then.
Egan goes before Sprinkle.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we'll just say, for the sake of continuity,
What's this one again?
yes.
We'll just slip his turn in.
1, 2, 3.
4.
Yeah, let's just do
Treasure.
Egan hits the
Nice.
treasure space. Egan gets the first treasure, which is 250 mil. Now that the gold is out of the way,
He said Egan's getting a little
the
too
next 3 treasures are all items.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Alright, sweet.
We got 630 million.
All right, now it's the top of the turn order, right? Because Egan was the last to go.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4 blank space.
It's blank. If someone else lands on it with you, though, you can get a chance to heal. 2, 1. AP recovery.
I'm full.
Let's go.
Wait, Egan. Oh, okay. That's what it was. 1, 2, 3. Boss event club.
All right, everyone has to roll against his swinging club. He's arcs it around, hit you all with a 5. Oh, it's gonna battled. Oh! Battle me to a 6. Turn me to a 6. Let's go.
I mean,
This dice isn't.
Battle me to a 5, but I still beat everyone. All players take 1 damage. What a clash. My club is tasting blood tonight.
Alright, now it's my roll.
3.
What is that?
Is that the AP recovery?
recovery.
Oh, HP recovery.
Hey.
How much?
Roll 1d4. It's halved.
3.
3 halved is 1. Nice. A 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
HP recovery. Roll 1d4.
That's
Oh.
Oh, another 6 on the reroll.
A 6 on the bonus. Well, you get 3 6s.
Ooh.
Hey, let's go!
Nice.
Triple 6s. Beautiful. So instead of moving 6, I'll let you move 8. 6 plus 1 plus 1. So move 2 more spaces. Treasure. Let's
Nice.
go.
Nice.
And I'll give you a skill on top of that.
You still get
For
to
the battle
roll
board?
the D4.
Yeah. Battle board skill.
You
Yeah.
still get to roll a D4 for HP recovery as well.
Oh yeah. Roll your 1d4 halved for HP recovery,
I got you.
and you get the second treasure.
Yeah, you go.
You get the second treasure, which is an AP seed.
Hey.
Eat it.
Yeah, I'll
Eat
just
it.
eat that.
Immediately.
Roll a
eat it.
1d6. On a 1 through a 5, you gain +1 maximum AP. On a 6, you gain +2 maximum AP.
Wait, you said D8.
A D6. A 1. You gain +1 max AP.
You get that.
Is that for the battle board or for?
Oh, that's for the battle board and for your main character.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And you get a battle board skill. Let's go.
I have to make a page itself just for the battle board.
Give you a 3-a-day battle board move called 6-step. 3 a battle. It'll turn your 6 into a 7 +1.
Oh, wow.
Good day.
Nice.
the speed. Triple sixes. It's always
That was
amazing.
awesome.
Always amazing to see. Instant mastery. You
Oh, yeah.
picked up the AP seed on the treasure space, healed the HP. What a turn.
Yeah, that was a good sequence.
What a turn. Let's go. I'll give you a rate point for such a fantastic turn.
That's good. I'm at 32.
Nice.
And this boss is still at 32 as well, isn't he? He's been 31 yet.
Iconic.
33. Blank space.
Egan. Egan rolls a 6. Oh, that's Slippy's.
That's mine. No, it's
Figure.
Sprinkles.
That's all Sprinkles character.
Oh,
See that? Boss event whip. He has to. He rolled a 4. Boss whip a 2. Nice.
Nice.
He-
That was
he-
the bonus.
oh, that was the bonus. That was a bonus. So roll on his whip attack. A 3. Nice. He evades the whip. Tumbling right over it as it lashed underneath him. It was a deftness you wouldn't have expected. He seems to be getting experience in the way of battle.
maybe he won't need a shoe. He's definitely getting one anyway, though.
2.
2. 1 player damage.
Oh, you take a damage.
Nice.
Nice. At top of the turn order.
3. 1, 2.
1 player damage. You take a damage. Whew, let's go. Getting these beatings in. Go ahead. A 1.
HP recover, but I'm full. Oh, no, I
Wait,
got it. Nice.
Roll a
Player
1d4.
damage is we take damage. Boss damage is boss takes damage.
Yes.
1. Well,
One.
that's perfect.
Heals 1 HP back. Egan's turn.
Oh, 1.
He moves 1.
Mm.
But wait. He has that special move. His flee.
Skip turn and form move.
He can either end the turn now or move the 1.
I'll let him get that 1.
Okay.
Because it's just a blank space.
Cautiously creeping ahead, as if he learned that from a trap that he had encountered earlier in the game.
Sprinkles is up.
2.
Blank space.
I know, blanking him up.
Ooh.
Did a
the
bank and hit the
distance.
2. Clash. Clash with Vetted O'Vanen and take the damage. Oh, he takes the damage. He's at 31.
Are we getting there?
6.
1 boss damage.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm at 30.
I'll roll again.
Second 6. What is happening?
Oh.
Oh, man. The dice are hot tonight. A 6.
6.
Oh, man.
Oh, so you can turn that into it becomes a 7. Because of the ability you just got.
No, wait, that was for Egan.
Oh, dang. I thought that was your roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 boss damage.
Oh. I'm at 29.
I should probably use a different D6 for Egan. Or actually,
Yeah, that one's the least lucky of the 2.
2. 1 boss damage.
Oh, I'm at
Nice.
28.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 boss damage. I'm at 27.
Nice.
All right, y'all got the treasure in. Now you're just
4.
going for the damage now. I see how it is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
HP recovery.
HP recovery.
I'm full.
Okay.
Egan. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He takes 1 damage.
Another 2. Blank space.
Blankety blank blank.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, treasure.
Treasure
Nice.
space. Wow, you get the 3rd treasure. A 6 shard.
Ooh, that's big.
It's a one-time use item you can use to turn that roll into the 6.
Bro, if you land on the annex space, boom.
Yeah, I guess that'd be a good way. Someone else would have to come along and hit the 6 to force a roll off, but still, odds are you're probably going to walk away with that space. Nice treasure. And now, wow, you guys are already at almost the 4th treasure now, which is the one that I've never given away before.
That was Egan or Slippy?
Oh wait, I just rolled.
That was Egan.
No, it was
Oh, yeah.
Slippy. So 2.
2.
1, 2.
Oh, the treasure.
Treasure.
Nice.
You get a brave apple.
A brave apple?
Yes.
Is this one of those items I should just eat?
Can I tell you what it does first?
I don't know, because sometimes he'll be like, just eat it. So I don't know.
I would just eat it.
I'll put it in my equipment.
I mean, you'll definitely find out what it does if you eat it.
But
I'll store it.
if it's an effect that might work better for him in the real world.
When was the last time you had an apple?
I mean, it's a beautiful, red, luscious-looking apple. It shimmers.
I'd eat it.
Then I'll eat it.
I'm not saying you have to,
Okay.
but I'd eat it.
Okay. I mean, if the way the item works is interesting. So as soon as you eat the apple, you gain 1 level.
Oh.
Let me eat it.
I want to eat it. I'm eating it, yeah, 1000%.
Yeah, as soon as you crunch into the apple, your experience then goes all the way up to the next tier as you instantly gain 1 level.
Oh my
Did
god.
you eat the whole apple? Save me some.
I ate that whole thing.
I haven't come make some applesauce out of it, man.
You had just hit level. You had just hit level 5. You were at 718, so you actually capitalized on the best possible opportunity to get it. Really, compared to how much experience you could have had when you ate it, gaining all the way up to 1100 experience.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
That's insane. That was some damn good eye.
What treasure? What
Oh,
treasure?
you should just eat it.
I did, well, you told me and then you argued with me. You were playing a game of confusion.
I definitely wanted it. I would have given you 7 mil for it.
An amazing item.
A whole rare candy.
And so now it's Egan's turn.
Yes.
Yep. A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see what it is.
Boss damage, 1 boss damage.
Alright, split push her out.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
I'll wait till he's done.
Yeah, because I'm upgrading some skills here.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
My D20 over there. No. No. Yeah. Thank you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you too.
Apples in the chat.
Apples in the chat.
Yes. What a item, right? It's something that I'd never given out in the game before because of its high power.
Well, cool.
Amazing.
Especially especially at this prime time of leveling up.
Yeah, shoot.
For real. Yeah, high
Hey,
school
now you
player
got
of the
your
day.
nerf.
Nice.
If I had enough AP, I would have played the catch. We could have got double level.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Next level's at 1700.
Sweet.
Did you spit out the seeds?
I mean, we don't know how Namekian's digestive systems work. You never know. And you know what? Them chompers, he ate the whole thing, so could be.
The dude did birth a whole egg out of his mouth.
Yeah. Hatches an egg, the dude's just like automatic, got the like some god essence.
Nice. So for level 6, you gained plus 1 max HP, plus 1 max AP. You gain plus 1 to intelligence, plus 1 to luck, and man, I decreased the cost of fire spin down to 3 MP.
Oh, nice.
And I upgraded it on an 8. When you roll it, it becomes 8 plus 1.
Oh,
And focus 1 MP 1d8. I added a upgrade that you can now use it while walking. And
shit.
raving beam instead of 1d4 as a 1d6. And I know there was something else too. Oh yeah, regenerate limb costs 1 less, and you picked up a dark spell called Dead Speak.
Oh, that's awesome. What does that do?
Allows you to try to communicate and get information from any recently deceased or zombified things that are around you.
Oh, shit. That's awesome. Thank you.
Dark magic. Treasure.
And Egan did his roll.
And Egan took his turn, right? So now it's your turn.
Oh yeah, what do you want?
He's,
Did you subtract the
Egan
one
did
damage?
boss
Yeah.
damage.
Oh. He was at 29. He's now at 28.
Yeah. We had, you were using one of his dice.
Yeah, I got it. It's down that much now. There's no. He can't heal on this space on this board. A 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 boss damage. I'm at 27.
Nice.
3, 1, 2, 3. Boss event club.
Boss event club. Everyone roll to evade my 1. A 1. Oh, gonna battle it. Battles it into a 4. Hey, it's Egan. Everyone succeeds. Everyone avoids the damage. Nice.
We forgot to get that. That's right.
Oh, yeah, that was you. 1.
1.
Heal.
1 boss damage. I'm at 26.
Nice.
4. 4. Ain't no treasure left.
Oh, there's no more treasure. All the treasure been looted. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Your treasure space. The treasure space you'd marked earlier in the game, you landed on it. It would have been a blank space, so as you stop and you sniff around and you start digging and clawing at the earth below your feet, you do start to notice something. It seems like it's a handle, a brass handle. As you pull it out of the ground, it looks like it's a dirty lamp.
Dirty lamp.
It's lit.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's almost like it's got a long grooved nose at the
Can I
end.
try like
and-
rubbing some of the dirt off on it?
I mean, you instantly start rubbing the surface of the lamp frantically, as you were taught to do since you were a young lad whenever you see one. You do, and you feel like for the moment, perhaps it glows a bit warm in your hands for a second, but then it cools and fades. It's got dirt and crust and grime all caked inside of it, and the outside is literally covered and caked with dark dirt.
Okay. I'll put it in my inventory. Dirty lamp. I rolled a 6, so I get to roll a bonus. And I get to roll it again.
Yeah, roll the game.
That's a bonus.
4.
Yeah, I get to roll another d6.
Does that mean you move 2 more?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. Boss event whip. Roll to evade his whip. 2. 5. So that's a success. No damage. No anti buffs. No nerfs. A 1.
1 player damage.
Takes the damage. Oh, flipped it
Sorry
out.
about that.
A 4. 1, 2, 3. Clash. Clash with Vetted O'Vanin. A 5. A 2. You take it. Oh.
I would like to use Raging Shout to re-roll.
All right. If you fail, you take double the damage. But if you succeed, then he takes double the damage.
Nice, you got this. You can battle it, can you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's a tied 6s. I can't believe it.
Do the re-roll.
Tied 2s. What?
Wait, did we do the 6 re-roll? though?
Yeah. If you want to say that was the bonus, we can roll them off. We can roll them off for this one. A 2. And a 4. Nice. So you end up winning. Winning that clash. He takes the damage. He's at 25.
Does he take double damage?
Oh, he does. He takes double. He's at 24.
Nice.
There goes Egan. A 1. Blank space.
4. 1, 2, 3. Clash. Vetted O'Vanin will destroy you. 2. Hey! Oh no!
Wait,
He's got reflexes. He's got reflexes.
I'm going to use 1 AP, and I'm going to re-roll a 1.
Tied it to the 2. Roll it off. A 2 again. And a 4. He takes the damage. He's at 23.
1, 2, 3. Flash.
Ooh, it's time for you to tie 1s. A 4 and a 2. You take 1 clashing damage. Go ahead.
Wait, was that? Okay. Yeah. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clash.
Can we do a re-roll?
Yeah, reroll. A second 6 on the movement. Oh man.
Clash first.
Now we clash. Oh, I got the 6. You take a damage.
I'll let you have that one.
Did he still move forward 2 spaces? Or an extra space?
No. On the triple 6s, that would have been.
5.
What did he land on?
A blank space.
Oh, okay. A 2.
Blank space.
Man, y'all rolling it safe right now.
No slippy.
I'm gonna use Brace, 1 AP to roll with an ally.
Yeah, he's adjacent. So you roll a 1d6 and he rolls a 1d4.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that adds
That's a
halved.
4.
So it adds 2. You can roll that again, but it adds 2 to your number. Didn't get a bonus. It turned your 2 into a 4.
Oh.
You can move 4 spaces.
A clash.
Clash. Let's go. A 1. Probably like you wanted to battle it.
Let's
He's
go.
down to 22. Nice shot. 3.
Treasure. Silver.
Alas, no more treasure.
You.
3. 1, 2, 3. Boss event whip.
All right, roll to evade his whip strike. A 4. The difference is subtracted from your dice roll. You get -1 to your movement roll next turn.
But he doesn't take damage?
Oh yeah, you take a damage. I keep forgetting about that. But yes, you take a damage.
Was that Egan?
He's at 4.
Yeah. He's at 4.
If that was Egan, then that's your good.
5. Nice.
Blank.
Blanks.
So you roll?
Slippy.
Yeah, back to the top.
2.
Clash. Let's go. Whoa, you take a damage. Battle me into a 6. What a move. 5.
Oh, wait. What was that? Roll again?
Oh, roll it again. Another 5.
That blank.
Man. I need to destroy players.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Clash.
I hope you win.
6.
Battle.
You better hit that.
Battles it into battles it into a 1 and lands a damage with a 6.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Wow, what a move. I'm at 21.
1, 2, 3. Boss event.
Alright, evade the whip strike. With a 1. Evaded.
5. 1.
Wait.
Doesn't get -1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 4. It's 4. Because you got -1 this turn.
What is that? 1 boss damage?
Yes, one player damage. One player
no,
damage.
I thought that was Ian had the -1. Or was it me that had the
Yeah, you took the damage. I got the -1 on yours, right? Because you failed the whip space. Yeah. Because I rolled against that dice, right?
Yeah, it could have been. I think it might have been.
I think it was Egan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember the last person to take a damage.
So he still does get 5.
Okay, so yeah, you go ahead and move 5, and that will put you on the annex space. So now the saving roll here is a 1, so you got to roll higher than a 1 to annex the space. A 4. So now we can set that as a 4 here for the NX roll. So now you have control of the upgrade token. So if the battle ends and you still have it, it then becomes yours. But if someone comes along and lands here and beats your 4, then they take it.
That's 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Blank.
Reroll.
No bonus. 4. Oh, he hits it. He takes a player damage. Oh no.
Oh wait. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he gets a
so he's
-1.
on player
Saving his
first.
life. Oh, 2 allies
Oh.
on the same space. You both can each regenerate either 1 HP or 1 AP.
Don't do it.
Egan and Drum.
He needs
HP. Yeah.
Allied blank spaces paying off.
1, 2, 3.
Clash and take this damage from Vedetovanen. A 4.
Oh,
Boom.
wait.
Oh.
Oh.
How many times can you use reflexes?
It's just one.
Oh, it costs AP. Okay,
So
have
that's-
at it.
so
Have
that's
at it.
one.
I didn't know if it was on
He's about to
charges.
nerf it.
I didn't know if it was on charges. Yeah, I'm saying we'll do a bad.
Paddleboard.
No.
Oh, he still takes the
Oh,
damage. Your
waste.
reflexes went off fast enough.
Mayhaps it is balanced.
Oh, is that the top of the turn order then?
Yeah, it's Slippy.
Oh yeah. 3. 1, 2, 3.
Blank, blank, blank.
5.
5. 1, 2, 3. 4.
Nice. Allied blank space. You can each either heal back an HP or an AP.
HP. or
Alright, HP.
HP. Cool. Well, I'm full.
Nice. Working the blank spaces.
Who is that? That was.
No, so is Egan's turn.
Oh,
3.
that was. You just rolled that roll, right? To
Yeah.
land. Okay, okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Clash.
Woo.
Oh.
Oh, interference.
Oh, he took a swing. Oh, it's a 4 to take 1 damage.
Poor Egan.
Go ahead. A 1. Oh, no more treasure.
Too little, too late.
A 6. Do you want to turn that to a 7?
3.
Thank you.
6. No, I'll keep it a 6.
Clash?
in there.
Let's
Oh,
go.
and I gotta reroll the 6.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Down. Take a damage. The clashes are in my favor tonight.
5.
AP.
AP.
Well, that's awesome.
You roll
that's
1d4?
Yeah.
1d4 halved. Oh, it's
Oh yeah, sorry.
recovery roll. 1.
So you still got 1.
Yeah, 1 AP.
That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Clash.
And reroll that 6.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, look, I think I picked that up. A 2. Hits the 6.
Hey!
Deals the damage. Vedetovanen is at 20. Look at Ian getting the damage in.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Clash. We clashing. A 1. 4.
Ooh,
I'm
nice.
down below 20 now. Veteran Vein is at 19.
That's 6.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll it again.
And
This
roll
for
your
the-
6.
Oh yeah, roll the bonus.
Nice.
4. Here's for the roll again.
2.
Clash.
Clash. Ooh, you take a damage. Getting my licks in. Let's go.
6.
Nice.
Player damage.
Wait, you'll re-roll it.
Yeah.
You can move.
Whoa.
Which means 1 damage.
Oh, that's right.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. No treasure.
No more loot to be looted. A 1. 1 player damage.
Mm.
Oh. 3. 1, 2, 3. Blank space.
Blank. Somebody land there. 5. Ooh,
What was that?
Whip.
Whip event.
oh, whip event. Roll against the whip attack. With a 6. Wilt thou battle it?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna let it.
Oh, hits the 6.
How do you know?
What?
I was hoping good karma would have me.
What? You're the best karma. Roll a bonus. No bonus. No bonus. Roll for the roll off. Nice. Vedit takes a damage. He's at 18. How'd he know? The style.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll it again. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 boss damage.
Ah, I'm at 17.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Clash. I've got you now. Right where I want you. A 1. 2. You barely got that damage, bro.
Right where I want
Barely.
you.
Yep.
16.
A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A
1
boss damage. I'm at 15.
Let's go.
Or was that? Yeah, that was Slippy. 5. Could you?
4. The blank treasure space.
Alright.
No!
It's over there on the other side of the stool. The dice that go falling off this table.
Oh my.
There's a sea out here.
Skill issue.
A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Clash. A 1. Nice. A 6. I'm at 14. A
Second
second 6.
6.
I'll take 2 damage.
Oh.
I'm at 13 as he
I'm
dealt
mad.
2 damage to Vedit O'Vainen, putting in the work.
3.
Empty
1,
treasure.
2, 3.
Slippy.
Oh. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 player damage.
4.
1, 2, 3. The annex space. So now to take over this space, you have to roll higher than a 4. No. Does not annex the space.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He takes the damage.
Oh, man.
What's he at?
3. Of 8.
Hate to see it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 player damage.
Hate to see it.
I love to see it.
1.
Blank. I love to see it.
Was it Slippy?
Yeah.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, a blank space. You can choose to both either gain 1 HP or 1 AP.
Whichever
Do
you
you
want.
need AP?
I need both.
Oh. Yeah, we do AP.
Okay. AP, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Vedit O'Vainen at 13 health.
We got this.
That's Ian.
Flips a 3.
1, 2, 3.
1 player damage.
Mm.
You guys have 2 health.
Oh no, he gets a 2 health.
He might die.
A 6.
Blank space.
I also get, when I roll 6, I'm going to have +1 to movement.
Okay.
So I'll clash. And then I'm going to re-roll my 6.
Okay, roll your bonus first.
Bonus.
No bonus, though.
And I get to roll another 6 after this.
For more movement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I clashed a 3. You clash a 1, you take a damage.
Yeah, I do get to.
Is it a 1d4 or is it a 1d6?
It's a 1d6 for movement.
Oh, 1.
HP recovery,
Hey.
1d4.
Well, that worked out.
Half. Where's the blue one?
Right there.
Oh.
Stupid.
1 HP.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
AP recovery, roll a d4.
AP?
Yeah.
Oh, my backs.
You
So
still
roll
roll
it.
it?
Oh, what about it's a d4?
It's a d4.
Oh.
See if you're gonna hit the bonus.
Yeah.
It's a 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, clash. Boom. A 6.
I would like
Oh.
to use Raging Shout to reroll.
Alright, go ahead. Let me roll my bonus first. I'll put it back. A second. I got a
Oh,
second
my
6.
goodness.
I got a second 6. Well, I triple 6 my bonus. I will not. Battles it into a 1 and wins with a 2. Unbelievable.
Double damage.
Puts Vedit down to 11. Amazing.
Nice.
What a move.
1.
Blank. 3.
1, 2.
1 boss damage. I'm at 10. 10 health.
1, 2, no treasure.
Blank.
Six.
Clash.
I'm gonna reroll a 6.
No bonus. Clashing roll. I clash a 1. 3 to seal the damage. Vedit Ovane is at 9.
Egan took him out of the double digits.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 player damage.
Mm.
Love to see it.
6.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna turn the 6 to a 7.
Clash.
And I gotta reroll.
Oh yeah. Roll the bonus. Roll the bonus.
Another
6. What is going on tonight? Throws it up. Does a double catch.
Oh.
Oh, man. A 6 battle to a 5, but you take the damage off the 1 roll. 4. Roll again. 2. Clash
Heal.
space.
They can also heal.
He's not a clash space.
Oh, it's gonna be blank.
Yeah, it's got to be a blank space for that for the ally heal. Clash is a 4.
You can knock that 4 into a 2.
I'll leave it be.
Oh, takes the
I'll take
damage
it.
on the 2.
2. 1, 2, blank space. 1.
Oh, you're it's a blank space. You had found the treasure there before. That dirty lamp.
6.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clash. Let me reroll the 6. 5.
The clash rolls a 4. Battles it into a 4, but you win with a 5. He's down to 8. Nice. The clash space. Roll your bonus first.
What?
No bonus. Roll for the clash. Vedit clashes a 6.
Oh.
Hops over it. He's going for the battle. Going for the battle. Battles it into a 2 and wins with a 4.
Nice.
Clashes Vedit down to 7.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blank space.
3.
1 boss damage down to 6.
Nice.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you landed on your own next space.
Can I make the roll higher if it's possible? Oh.
A 1. The annex roll, the save roll remains at 4.
Is that
Oh,
Slippy?
yeah.
6.
Six.
Clash.
Reroll.
Roll the bonus. Bonus. Clash rolls a 1. Hits a 4. Deals 1 damage. Veta is at 5.
6.
HP recovery.
Mm.
The 4, 2 HP.
Oh.
Roll it again. A 2. He heals back 2 HP.
Yeah.
That was pretty clutch.
Don't forget your reroll on the 6.
He's now back at 4 HP.
Nice.
A bonus.
5.
Blank.
Oh, 1.
Clash. Vedit clashes a deuce. You win with the 5. He's down to 4.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 boss damage. He's down to 3.
Nice.
Closing in.
2.
No treasure. Will Egan?
Player damage.
Will Egan take the next space? He might be the only one before this boss is over.
Egan, don't land on that space or you're fired!
That's Slippy's turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know what to go.
A 1. 1 player damage.
There.
Bzzzt.
What are you at?
4.
Oh, you get down there. The boss is at 3. 3. Clash. Vedit clashes a 2. You hit a 4. Vedit Ovanian is down to 2.
2. 1, 2.
Uh-oh, he's poised. He's poised.
Blank.
1. Blank.
Player damage.
Egan hits the 2. Oh, a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the blank space. Will both of you heal an HP or an AP?
HP. Now we're at 5, staying alive.
That was Egan's roll.
3.
Boss event whip.
Boss event whip. Roll to evade the damage and the nerf. Battles the 5 into a 6 and a 1. You take a damage and get -5 to your next roll next turn.
Oh my gosh.
Have to go back, buddy?
No, but the lowest, I mean, it can only be 0.
3. 1, 2,
Maybe
3.
think I can get
1
lucky.
boss damage. Veta Ovanian is down to 1. Whoever hits the next damage will deal the kill shot. 4. 1 boss damage!
Let's go.
And with that, Vedit Ovanian is defeated, smiting his large, ogreish body onto the field in front of you, standing over him just heaving with anger, rage. Say, "You don't have what it takes to hang with me."
You didn't know how to dodge!
Nice. And so, for holding down the next space, first of all, you do get the upgrade token.
Oh.
You can use that with any. Well, you know what? I did say it was going to be for any NPC, but it'll actually be for any player if any player decides to use it. If you use it on an
I
NPC,
saw to eat it.
if you eat it, then your Bard class will upgrade to the next class.
I'm gonna use predate glutton while attempting to eat it.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, 7.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I mean, you thought at first it was maybe gold foil wrapped around a chocolate or a treat, but as soon as you eat it, you realize it's a hard copper coin. Swallowing it, it sits heavily in your chest for a moment. Then the magical effect sort of happens as you feel your whole body shaking from the force of the magic.
Shiz.
Oh, wow.
Well, instead of bardic, it'll still be the bardic slime, but your class was bard, but it just changed.
Maestro.
Chaos slime.
The siren slime.
Oh, siren class.
the Sonic slimes.
You just need to get the Jigglypuff song so you can put people to sleep.
Hell yeah.
So the Bard class upgrades to Symphonier.
Oh.
It's gonna change some of your stuff. Well, it changes your base stats too.
More strength. Someone waking me up and tell him to give me that great sword now.
It's actually your strength went down. Your agility went up 1. Your charisma went up
I'll
1.
throw it up.
I'm already writing it. You've already ingested it and eaten it. Strength goes down 1. Agility goes up 1. Charisma goes up 1. Luck goes up 1.
Where's the weights at? Slippy need to start lifting.
Max AP goes up 3.
Nice.
Max HP goes up 2.
Oh, okay.
And you ate that APC earlier.
Tune was already a 1d10. It's going to go up to a 1d12. Did you already have a passive skill where you could play songs at the same time? Or you had it where you could play them one after the other?
Yeah.
But now you're going to have a skill where you can play up to 3 songs at the same time.
Oh wow. For the cost of one, or for the cost of all 3?
Yeah, it'll be the cost of all 3.
That's so funny. He like shakes his hand after he gives it to him.
Yeah.
So why'd you have to shake his hand for giving him a pen?
Shake my hand. I want to shake his
I
hand.
want to shake your hand.
This is a really intimidating video. The guy's like really scared. He's like a foreigner too or something.
Banned from all planes everywhere.
And that guy's just screaming at him. Here's what I sent Spurge earlier. I need my watch.
Sleepy body was
Look at him. He's like when you hand him like handing you this.
Hey, yo, speaking of.
Yeah, oh, I can hit
Okay, Sleepy. Dude, Joe Biden looks like he always needs a nap.
Sleepy Joe.
If I was that age, I would too.
Like, man, why else don't want me to run the country? Leave me alone.
Shit.
So yeah, upgrading to Symphonier class, you got all those stat changes, and your tune. Your tune went up to a 1d12. Tavern Ditty got reduced to 1 MP with a 1d10. Inspiring Blast is now 2 MP with a 1d10. The Approach is now 1 MP with a 1d10. Copy Tune is 5 times a day with a 2d8. I know there's more. Yeah, Raving Sonata becomes 2 MP. I forgot that's a song.
Oh.
I forgot that's a song. Scenic Vista becomes 1 AP, 1d10. Sweeping Score becomes 2 AP, 1d10. The Catch becomes 3 AP, 1d10. And then you get Symphonized to where you can play up to 3 songs at the same time. Now, normally when you play 1, it would have a certain effect. But when you play 2 together, it's going to sort of combine them or have different effects than what you would expect. And copy Tune, yes, it was 5 a day on 2d8.
I should have gave it to Egan. I wanted that before strength so I could have a pretty sword. I'm playing as a room.
Now as you upgrade to that next class, you feel, before you were thinking about, how to play a song, its melody, its direction, its tone. But now you just can't stop thinking about how different songs sound blended together, weaving in and out of your thoughts as you're thinking about how your songs can combine together now to make whole different new songs.
I am the Mixmaster Swan.
And I'll give everyone, as far as battle board experience, I'll give their battle board characters an 25 experience.
Forget about Egan. That puts us at 425.
Oh man, almost there. I'll let everyone roll for 1d6 bonus experience.
Oh, dude.
For Dylan the Killing Blow.
Oh yeah, for doing the killing blow, I'll give you whatever money he had on him the last time you beat him. I'll give it to you again.
I got the 2. Stop. Yeah, I had to literally.
I'll give you a 250 mil.
Sweet.
Oh, shit. I got 2.
No, I wanted that. I'm at 427.
Oh, you get a rave point.
So let's go.
430.
He tried to. I had to like literally catch it with the back. I had to catch the dice. He let go of it.
He was gonna battle it. He was gonna battle
I
it.
need that.
And that is a perfect send off for the night as they beat the battle board. As far as the night games, I'll give you guys some experience for the night games.
We
You
do
know,
like one game of hits.
after that. Yeah, we'll if you want to do a little more, we definitely can. But we're gonna log off for the night. It's right at 11 o'clock. So we definitely want to thank everyone who tuned in to watch tonight. You know, again, it was more of a relaxed, slower, session with fishing and sleeping. So when you all wake up in the morning, it'll be bright and early in the morning. You'll have full rest, so your characters will be fully healed and ready to encounter the next day. And the best part about it, was probably getting to see the light of day. Finally after all that time in the dungeon. But make sure that you check us out on YouTube, of course, and like and follow as always. And we definitely hope y'all had a good time. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely had a good time.
Oh yeah.
And so we love you all, and we'll see you
Next time.